Yo, what is up, my brothers? How y'all doing? What's up, Async? What's up, Darren? What's up, Overcome? We get to say hi to our European folks maybe today. It's still pretty late over there, huh, Darren? It's like, time is it over there? Like 11? Hey, well, thanks for stopping by at 11 p.m., dude. Yeah, want to do a little earlier one. We're getting a nice little dump here. Hey, I appreciate that, Darren. You're the man. Hope you're doing well, Darren. Happy New Year. Zaid, what's up, my brother? How you doing? What's up, Bearded? You still holding that short, bro? That golden pocket short, man? Boy, can't believe I fumbled that one, dude. We were so prepared, though. And then there was any chances I could have got back in. I'm just happy you guys caught it. That's fantastic. There will be more, my friend. That's right. The logic was there. We were front running the 1 hour JPAL turned into the 4 hour break structure. The whole idea of the trade played out, which is fucking awesome. Up 275%. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what it's all about. Hey, don't thank me, bro. You did it. You pulled the trigger, my friend. Yeah, async. There really was only two options, man, and that was for this 12-hour level to hold, or for us to break down and start coming to attack all of this liquidity. Liquidity. What is it they say? Stairs up, elevator down. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Machine. I definitely can. I would be waiting for a structural confirmation for the short. We've had like a lot of breakup structures to hop in on. Like whenever the long this morning failed, you could have got short there. But at that point, we were in the discount of the 12-hour range. So, but like these breakup structures, you could have got in, yeah. I'm sitting hands after I went for this little long here. Just like the other long that we were talking about, it ended up being just a range deviation to the upside. I was hoping that we would get a better move out of this, but we just deviated the range to the upside, rolled over. Yeah. I was curious if this 12-hour trend was going to hold or not. But I mean, like we've been saying, so let's get this timer off the screen. So as we always say, Boo Boo is out. Where did Boo Boo come out? Boo Boo came out right here. This 4-hour structure break. Now, notice how after Boo Boo comes out is aggressive dumps to the downside, right? So that's one thing that I am proud of on this channel. We always nail, which is the 4-hour structure, which is going to give you your bias in that trading direction. Should have been taking shorts, obviously, but the idea for the long was there this morning. We hit the 786, 886 golden pocket. We put it in a JPOW. Just happened to fail this morning, and then there was no levels left. We come back. We look like we might SFP this 12-hour low, but now it's looking like a 12-hour break of structure, which means very, very likely to come target this daily week low. So, like, let me check in on the chat here. Can we go even lower? Yeah, we can. We can always go lower. Thanks for the kind words, Bearded. Appreciate you, man. He jumped off the building. Yeah, man. Nothing like short money. That's right, Smashy. Smashy, where are you long from, brother? Or short from, brother? I mean, you can keep adding to your trade every time that like we get a retrace on the 4-hour. We haven't really had a retrace on the 4-hour since back here. Your stop loss should be above this 4-hour high though. I think I told you this yesterday, right? Put your stop loss above 93.28, and as long as that doesn't break, you're chilling. And look at this nice little move we got out of here. So this is a good time. We can delete all this except for the order block. So this is, let's get rid of my intraday stuff. I think the most important thing to talk about is like 4-hour structure. Like whenever we get this 4-hour structure break over here, we are anticipating this big sell-off, which is why we had the liquidity drawn down here. We had our final sweep level to look out for, and now we're getting that nice reaction off. I mean, you can just take a trend line, right? Till we break this, probably not a good idea to go long, right? But the problem, so this kind of goes back to what we say, and I've showed this on stream before about the daily being in a downtrend, right? So just like we talk about on smaller time frames where you're in a downtrend, you get a bullish break, it just creates an opportunity for you to come higher, to make a bearish break, to come back down. Stop loss here, target the low, right? So if we take this little drawing, and we switch over to the 4-hour, right? This is pretty much what we got, right? So we came down, we got a 4-hour break to the upside with the break of this high here. We continued to make bullish price action. When we formed this 4-hour low, I got worried. I told you guys on stream, we're likely to see a pullback here. And then what happens, we tap the golden pocket, we get a 1-hour JPOW, we come down, and then we break 4-hour structure, and then down we go. Most of you guys caught the short from the very top from the 15-minute SFP 3-minute break of structure, which is awesome. If you're still short from like 97-ish. That's fantastic. There's really no reason to close that short, especially now that you can just move your stop loss to right above these highs and just continue to let it run. Because taking that all the way from 97K to 80K would be fucking awesome. And as long as 4-hour structure doesn't break, there's really no point. Or at least like 1 hour or some sort of time frame of structure doesn't break. You should be chilling. We did set a little 1 hour high here, which can give us some potential when we come back up, but we should be expecting rallies to fail. This looks like a very strong impulse move to the downside, so we are still, I mean, if we just take like a impulse trend line here, yeah, we haven't done anything yet that indicates a reversal. In fact, we're about to break structure on the 12-hour, which could easily bring us lower. Now, that does create some new levels, so let's get rid of all the old levels on the chart here, clean this up a little bit. So, our sweep level on the 4-hour is now here. If we can come back up there, we can look for a sweep. This is also, if you want Boo Boo to die, this is the level you have to break to kill Boo Boo, right? But as for right now, Boo Boo is in full control. Bear Claws are out. Planned on shorting. Yo, what's up, Alex? Are you back, bro? I figured you might be streaming later. Yeah, guys. But yeah, Boo Boo's back in full swing ever since the break of structure here. Let's see what levels we have below us. Let's go to the daily. We have a little bit of an accumulation range retest here, but we already retested the creek here. This looks like acceptance back into this range. At the very least, we would need to see like 1 hour structure breaks at this point. Let's see. All right. Yeah, the problem is the daily is just now breaking this trend line as well. Pretty aggressive candle. We have a daily weak low below us. Let's pull some volume. Alright, so we have like a little bit of support down here, like 86-ish, this previous volume area. This consolidation that we're at right now, basically. The problem is all of this liquidity was never mitigated. We never swept lows on the way up, so it could get pretty aggressive pretty fast to the downside. We can mark out that level, though. Oh, what did I just do? But to be honest with you, I wouldn't fight the trend on this, right? If we look on smaller time frames, do we have any entries down here? 1 minute. Bearish. 1 minute. 1 minute bull break into a 1 minute SFP break of structure. Supply retest down. Yeah, you could have got into a short on the 1 minute here, but right now this thing is just, yeah, this thing is just dumping. Just dumping. Like at the very least, like in order to break back bullish on the even the 1 minute, we have to come up here. So at the very least, we're taking this low. Then we might be able to set up something. But the problem is you're fighting a really, really strong downtrend. Yeah, guys. I mean, if you ask me, I think we have to come to. I think we're on our way down to 80K. What would change my mind would be a 4-hour break of structure back bullish. Now, this is a little overextended to the downside. Let's see what our indicators look like. Ooh, we're riding in that reversal band. That's not what you want to see. Yeah, we are oversold a little bit on the 4-hour, but this is a very aggressive move. Let's look at our daily. Yeah, bear div on the daily, sell signal on the daily. Yeah, the reversal band on the daily is all the way down at like 80K as well. Market Cipher looks ugly. Very ugly. So, guys, I mean, it kind of goes back to what I know we showed this on the stream yesterday, but really, when you lose the 80 line on these, like, we were hoping to see it hug the 80 line here so we could keep going to like 103 or 107. But once we durably lost that 80 line, it's just over from there. And this is something that we talk about all the time on stream, right? This is kind of like the last time it did it. Right? You lose the 80 line, you dump. You lose the 80 line, you dump. You gain the 80 line, you squeeze. And this applies on all time frames, right? You gain the 80 line, you squeeze. You lose the 80 line, you dump. You gain the 80 line here, you squeeze. You lose the 80 line, you start coming down. Yeah, this, I mean, we are seeing inward curvature on the 4 hour here. I was telling you was a little biased. If we get a death cross here on the 4 hour, yeah, 80K is not that far away, guys. It's really not. We have gapped RSIs on the daily. Market Cipher looks pretty bearish as well. My advice would be let the dust settle on this one. And then wait for some sort of bottom to form with structure. And then, you know, retest at the 12 hour. Might be able to get a short, but we need to let this settle. What does ETH look like? Come back up, test supply. Oh, it's right back to where it was on the daily breakout. What did we have at the top here on ETH? Yeah, we had a 1 hour JPOW at the top here on ETH. Also, was that 4 hour? Ooh, that was a 4 hour. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. So you come into this 4 hour supply block, you get a 4 hour JPOW, golden pocket retest. Is that yeah, golden pocket. Man, that was so short. That was so textbook, this short. Like, get into supply, make a 4 hour JPOW, hit the golden pocket, and just straight up nuke. There were so many signs there, and that's why I always tell you guys to trade with the 4 hour structure. Because, like, we break our 4 hour structure bullish, like here or here, depending on how you're reading it. And from there, we just get, like, this really aggressive move up. You lose that 4 hour structure, super aggressive move down. So that's why we talk about it every day. That's why we put an animal on the chart. That's why we name it. For all these reasons. Guilty until proven innocent continues to be the case. But let's talk about the 12 hour. So one of the last saving graces that we had on the chart here is that our 12 hour was still bullish because we didn't set a low here on the 12 hour, meaning that we had our 12 hour low here. Where's our range deviation level on that? Okay, so we still got a little bit of ways where this could be a deviation, but it's definitely not looking like this is going to be an SFP. This closes in 37 minutes. We'd have to push up to 89 in the next like 40 minutes. So this puts us in a very vicarious situation. So remember when we were talking about a couple days on the chart how like when the 15 minute is bullish, the 1 hour is bullish, and the 4 hour is bullish, that's the best time to be long, right? And that was like right before this pump here. Well, the problem right now is that we've got the 15 minute is bearish, the 1 hour is bearish, and the 4 hour is bearish. So it's the best time to be short and holding your shorts. All right, let's check in with chat here. Oh, Alex is sick? Oh, man. I hope you feel better, brother. What's up, Andrew Cameron? How you doing, brother? Beefy is cooked. Yeah, Beefy did get cooked. Boo Boo definitely cooked Beefy. How about Soul? I mean, I'm sure it's fucking dumping hard. Check. Oh, we're back at our 126 level, previous demand. This is where I was talking to this is where I was talking to Cubanadian about before. So we get our break here. This is our 4-hour break. Yeah, we get our 4-hour break on Soul here. Drop off, come back down to demand. 126 needs to hold, or you're coming back to probably sub 116. Like 126 really needs to hold. Because like this is the level that we bounce from, faked out below, reclaimed, go, right? So you need to hold this level if we're going to see any saving grace here. Boo Boo has taken the reins, my friends. Yeah, I mean, we are in a demand level here, but you would need to see, like, in my opinion, like a 30-minute structure break, which you do have some 30-minute structure here. So if 126 is going to hold, or if Bitcoin's going to try to hold out here, you would need to see a bullish break of this on the 30-minute. And then if you got that, it would be nice if you get a retest at 126, get in here, stop loss here, and then that makes sense for like a retrace maybe to previous lows, TP1, and then if we can push through and go higher, great. So last night on the stream, when we were talking about Sol, I was telling you guys how like it's just going sideways. It needs to take this low, right? Like that's why you don't touch shit like this. Like this is just a, you know, bear flag that plays out and comes, it takes the low. It had to take the low for structure. I didn't necessarily anticipate such an aggressive drop, but yeah, the direction was to this low. Altcoins are getting totally banged. Sui, have you came back down to the low yet? No. Okay, I do like the level that Sui's mitigating right now. I think I have a Sui chart. Yeah, so I was talking to someone about these levels on Sui. So this is, I believe, a daily order block down here. Yeah, so we just tapped. We can get rid of this, been mitigated. Rid of this, it's been mitigated. So we just tapped a daily order block on Sui. But man, does this look ugly. Yeah, you have like a 1 hour high around like 1.5. It's a little, let's see what 90 minute. Ooh, no 90 minute high, what about 30 minute? Yeah, we have a 30-minute high there. We'd have to see. This doesn't look ready to bottom for me yet. But at the very least, you need to see a close above 1.5 out of this daily order block. I was looking at this on like the daily time frame, and it kind of looks like a smaller version of what we got last cycle. Right? It kind of looks like this. Which would put us like here for the big drop off. Not saying that's necessarily going to happen, but just living through this, it looks rather similar. Like let's grab a bar pattern here. Now this is just dubious speculation, of course, but could be fun. Let's say this was like the big wick. I'm actually interested in what this will look like. See if we can get these highs to line up. Yeah. dubious, but it reminds me of that part in the cycle, right? Which would lead to us coming down to, like, you know, maybe these 70k levels again. Maybe 70k level again. That would be a pretty fast bear market. Yeah, it is midterm year, normally a bear market year. So I've been pretty bull, well, not over the last couple days, right? But since like last week and through January, I've been pretty bullish once we broke the 4-hour structure, back bullish. I am, however, bearish again. It has nothing to do with sentiment. It just has to do with structure. When the 4-hour structure breaks, I flip bearish, and probably should have taken the range deviation short earlier instead of the long. But at that point, we were in the discount of the 12-hour range. So it made sense to me. Plus the R&R was really good. Do Ondo, please. I mean, it's probably going to look just like Bitcoin. Oh, my mouse just died. Hold up. Ondo. Yeah, man. So kind of what I talked about on Ondo previously was, like, there's no reason to trade this against Bitcoin, right? Because you still have a weak low below you. And what was the break of structure? Yeah, so we were looking at this break of structure here. You actually got a 1-hour break, golden pocket retest there as well. Was that 4-hour? Yeah, so you get your 4-hour structure break here, and you just dump down. Yeah, Ondo does not look good to me unless you're shorting it. I mean, the one positive thing that you could have going for it here is if you sweep this low and break this high, you get a 4-hour market structure shift. But if this doesn't happen, this is no longs. No longs on Ondo. Because this is gunning for this wick down here, like 2.4, 2.5. It's honestly not that far away, right? It's been coming for it for a long time. This is why I was very weary of any coin that was in this ovary pattern back up here. Look what happens. It's just been making its way towards the weak low. It's, yeah, Ondo does not look very good to me. Gotta tell you. No Wagyu. Yeah, Dutchy. What's up, man? How's it going? Beefy has been slaughtered. Beefy has been slaughtered by bears. What was it? Sol also had a SFP on the daily. It's another bearish sign up here. SFP the daily high. Broke momentum to the downside. It's just been dumping ever since. Simple trend line short here. What does total look like? Yeah, so total was in this rising channel. We closed below that channel yesterday, and now we're just dumping. If we look at, like, the 4-hour, it looks the same as Bitcoin. You get your 4-hour break here on total. Everybody starts selling off. We have a weak low below us. Let's see, what about 12-hour? Yeah, it looks the same as Bitcoin. We're breaking 12-hour structure right now. Yeah. Actually, the 12-hour didn't even have a high up here on total. So it's a 12-hour high. Wait. Okay, where's our golden pocket on this? Okay, there's your hopium. Your hopium is a 12-hour golden pocket right now on total. But I don't want to give you too much hopium because it is guilty until proven innocent. Brother, we are in a bear market. Very possible, man. Yeah, so we had the JPOW on the weekly. We had a SFP break of structure on the weekly. Generally, that is going to lead to bearish price action. Rejecting from the daily golden pocket. Yeah, man. I am back on team bear market until the bulls can flip the 4-hour again. I was extremely bearish all the way down. Got bullish for this golden bull run. But it looks like it might just be the golden bull run. We'll have to wait and see. Right now, you just want to watch like 89.7. These kind of previous lows area. If we get, like, you want to see some structure that can break bearishly to get you into the trade. Like, if we had taken this low, then you could wait for a break of the high, come back up, retest previous lows, break bearishly, jump into a short if you think we're going lower. But we're not even at golden pocket previous lows retest right now, so we're just kind of fighting this trend line. Yeah, I think we need to take this low. Have altcoins already done that? No. No, they have not. Yeah, I think we take these lows, would be my guess. But yeah, if you guys are new here, that's what we do here. We trade what we see. We trade what the 4-hour bias is. We trade without any indicators. Just market structure concepts. Which is how we're pretty accurately able to determine the swings in the market, to the upside, to the downside. Throw a 1 in chat if you made money today. Throw a 2 in the chat if you're down. Throw a 3 in the chat if you're been on your hands. I'm sorry to hear that, Crypto Creek. Oh, man. Yeah, as far as this goes for me, I'm going to let the dust settle, see what structure looks like. And I'll probably have another trade for you guys either later tonight or in the morning. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, Andrew Cameron, yeah, it's a benefit to have been through previous cycles because you can recognize the writing on the wall. I mean, the 2-week fractal looked almost identical this cycle to last cycle. Oh, we're just chilling, bro. I'm just talking with the people. We ran through the Bitcoin TA. Basically, what you're watching on the 12-hour is you're watching to see if we close below 89, 1, and 50. If we do, that's a 12-hour bearish break of structure. Very likely coming back to 80K, but we'll have to wait and see. The only hopium that I have for you guys is total broke 12-hour structure and is hitting the golden pocket right now. But that's the only hopium I got. Everything else looks bearish. We've got our bias on the chart. Guilty until proven innocent. Let's see how our 20-minute strategy did. Man, this dump is aggressive. Man, this looks terrible on Heiken Ashy candles. This looks like death. I've been holding a SOL USDT short position from 146 and have already closed 70% of it today at 126. Should I close the remaining position or hold for my take profit at 122? Let's see. You're short from 146. My opinion would be you could move your stop to like the 1 hour structure, which is above like 128. Maybe give yourself some SFP room, like 128.63. And in that case, yeah, just let it run to like the 116. Unless, like, right now, we don't even have a structure break on any time frame. There's no real reason to close it. Unless you're just happy with the money that you've made. If you're happy with the amount, then you can take it. But if you want to leave a runner, yeah. I see no problem leaving a runner here. Yeah, I would just put my stop above structure and let it run. Of course, brother. Anytime. Yeah, I mean, you just have to wait for bearish structure breaks. Like, there's ways to get on trend safely. Like, so like here we broke the 3-minute bullish here, and then we SFP'd the high and we broke it bearish here, right? If you get short here, you're not FOMOing. Your stop loss is here, and you're targeting a new low. Right, so there's ways to hop on trend with market structure. Or like when the 15-minute failed. It's a little difficult in discount, so I understand what you're saying. Like, we got this range deviation, and then we got a bearish break of structure on the 15-minute here. You break bearishly on the 15-minute here. You get golden pocket retest, and you dump off. You could have got short there. Yeah, as long as you're using structure, you're not FOMOing, right? But if you're like shorting down here without clear structure, like our 15-minute golden pocket is going to be right kind of at previous lows here. So the next area where you could look for like a 3-minute structure break would be kind of the retest of this 12-hour break of structure. So you could look for shorts in here. But you'd still want to see some sort of structure. The issue is, like, if we come up right now, we didn't take the low, so it's all internal structure. So it's a little bit harder. I would anticipate a rejection here, but let's see. We have like our... Yeah, it's hard without taking the low. Did total take the low? All right, any other questions you guys have? Yeah, we generally will do like intraday or like multi-day swing trades. Yeah, a lot of us are short from up at 87 or 97 off of this 15-minute SFP 3-minute break of structure. A lot of people got short here, and they are paid. But there's no point in getting out of the trade until we break 4-hour back bearish or we hit the target at 80K. So Barra, yeah, I can do Barra real quick. All right. I don't like that Barra didn't take the low. Okay, I guess so. We have our daily structure break on Barra here. Zoom in on the 4-hour. Alright, so Barra gets a 4-hour structure break. SFP is the 4-hour low, SFP is the 4-hour high, meaning that your 4-hour low is now here. It looks like we're bouncing. Yeah, we're trying to bounce from the golden pocket here. Really nice topping structure, 3 drives here at the highs. You break structure here, retest, down we go. Problem is we didn't set any real structure in here to trade. So unless you got long at like the golden pocket off of like the 4-hour trade, and you believe it's going to continue to run. Yeah, they gave you like a 2-to-1. Let's zoom in. Do we have 10-minute structure? 5-minute? Yeah, all they really gave you at the lows was 5-minute structure. So you get a 5-minute structure break here. You get a golden pocket retest. You're pulling that 5-minute structure up. Your current low on the 5-minute. Current low on the 5-minute is down here. If you look at your golden pocket from that low, we're trying to bounce from that now. You lost momentum, retested it bearishly. So you break your 1-minute bullish at the golden pocket. We're getting a little into the weeds now, but basically what matters is if you lose 87.18, if you lose this, if you're long from anywhere down here, you want to take some profit. Because if you lose this, you're likely coming back down to these lows. You have a possible golden pocket trade here with a 5-minute strong low. But you are fighting the trend and you're already towards the top. It's only a 1.5 risk to reward. Be a little careful. Yeah, I would just be watching 87.20 if you're already long on it. Barb, what's up, man? You're still in that short too, huh? Alright, guys. Well, we've been live about an hour. I'm going to go ahead and call it there, guys. But I'll keep you guys updated on what I see. Make sure you join the free learning Discord in the description. It doesn't cost you anything. It's completely free. And make sure you like the video, subscribe, ring the bell, all that stuff. My name's Wave Cipher. Much love. Trade safe. Wave Cipher out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mad love, Darren.